And so off the tip, it's the Magic. Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. Dillon Brooks is out there with Jalen Green. Then it's Tari Eason. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Yeah, good to see Suggs bury the triple. This will only help with his confidence.
Now here's Green. Şengün, a screen on Suggs. Green, the pass to Eason. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots a fadeaway. Great D that time from Banchero. And here's Suggs. Pass to Caldwell Pope. And they pick up 2.
Caldwell Pope is very comfortable near the rim, cashing in from there.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. And that one's good. Green.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
The 3 from Suggs. And another 3 for Orlando.
Getting more comfortable with his jumper. Jalen Suggs, no hesitation there.
Pass to Thompson. Lets it fly. And he buries his first look.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Suggs against Brooks. The kick out to Banchero. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Green, the pass to Şengün. The 3 from Thompson. Not going to go that time. The Magic have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Pass to Suggs. Back to Banchero. Suggs outside. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Şengün. For Houston, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Suggs against Brooks. Outside, Green. Fires from deep. That shot missing. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for Orlando. 6-point lead. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Stolen by Thompson. 3-pointer, Brooks. Orlando with the rebound. Wagner outside. Down low. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Caldwell Pope pulls it in. Here's Orlando. They're on a 13-5 run. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Magic leading by 10. Suggs, the pass to Carter. Back to Suggs. Carter against Brooks. Right wing. Here's Banchero. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Here's Eason. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a 3-point play. That's on Franz Wagner. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And the other thing you notice is how determined...
What did you say? Wow. Come on now. Oh, my goodness. Man, oh, man. Suggs with some extra juice on that dunk.
The 3 from Thompson, and the 3-pointer goes. Thompson's got 5.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Suggs. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
And, you know, that involves pounding it in.
Oh, my! Big time right there.
Nasty.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day.
Oh, and Suggs, here we go. And Caro surveys. 4 on the clock. Eason pulls it in.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Now here's Brooks. Pass to Şengün. And stolen by Suggs. He's off on that one. And so it's the Orlando Magic, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's all due to their... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the Magic here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. They've got Dillon Brooks. Thompson out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Alperen Şengün. And it's Green in at the 1 spot. And Caro in the post. Working on Şengün. And Caro no good. Rockets trail by 8. Thompson attacking. It's hauled in by Black. Orlando has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Caldwell Pope for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. The Rockets shooting only 42%. Three-pointer, Brooks. No luck on that one. Magic leading by 8. Caldwell Pope for 3. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. And it's Green missing. The Magic have got none of their first 3 shots to fall. Perfect execution from Caro.
I mean, did you see the strength and force? I mean, that's what puts Caro ahead.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Şengün passes to Green. Tipped away. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Orlando making a switch here. Isaac's checked in. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Here's Brooks. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Thompson. Oh, can't get the reverse flush. Outside, Caldwell Pope for 3. They get it again. Here's Isaac, and there's the call on Jalen Green. That's his first foul of the game. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Orlando with the ball. This is the most they've led, 13 points. And it's good for 2.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time. Cold-blooded and lethal.
And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Magic, Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Bataze, and Harris is subbed in for Caldwell Pope. Kicks it out to Isaac, pass to De Silva. Harris outside. Misses the 3. Rockets trail by 15. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Black. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Tari Eason.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there. Here's Black. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Adding adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
For three, Smith buries it from three. Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
An excellent pull-up jump shooter. Smith doesn't need much airspace to do some damage.
With the drive, and a two-handed jam!
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Van Vliet misses. Here's Orlando. They're on a 14-3 run. Harris on the wing. Green covering. Kept alive. Pass to De Silva. Kicks it out to Isaac. Rebounded by Green.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
And the call will be against Jonathan Isaac. That's his first foul of the game. Orlando making some changes. Wagner comes in for Carter, and it's Jalen Suggs in for Harris. And stolen by Suggs. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
To the inside, here's Whitmore. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Whitmore's got his first points of the game.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork. Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Green for three. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Magic out in front, running away with it. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Jalen Suggs with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
The Wagner brothers on the floor. Franz at the 3, Mo in the middle. Then it's Suggs, then it's Paolo Banchero, and it's Black in at the 2. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Orlando. Clark, we know how great Wagner is offensively. He's a plus defender as well.
You know what? I think he takes great pride in being a versatile, high-level defender. I mean, he focuses on that and gives great effort there. Offense comes relatively easy. He's got a great skill set, good size and mobility. But the defense is where he's really focused on excelling, and he's doing it.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
Three-pointer, Van Vliet drops in the 3. Van Vliet's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Wagner finds Banchero. Wagner with a screen on Green. Suggs outside. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Suggs handling his business so far in this one. Really putting the work in on the offensive end.
Van Vliet, the pass to Green. Smith with it. Outside, Green. Jacks up with 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Here's Wagner, and that one is stuffed right through.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play, finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely.
And the basket by Van Vliet.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Absolutely flying. Look at Suggs using those hops to jam it home.
Green. Great D that time from Banchero. The Magic have gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. Offensive rebound. Caldwell Pope for three. That shot is off.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Three-pointer, Van Vliet. And Houston, another three.
And a speedy offensive play by Van Vliet, pulling up out of nowhere for a shot.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Şengün, no good. Magic leading by 21. Suggs with it. Green picks him up. Pass to Carter. Hey, from beyond the arc. No good on the shot. Houston has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. The three from Thompson gets the three to fall. Thompson's got 10.
A confident shot from Amen. I mean, when he trusts his J, Thompson is that much more difficult to check.
Wagner, the pass to Suggs. And there's the call on Dillon Brooks. That's his first foul of the game. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
You know, it just looks prettier from the corner, especially when Caldwell Pope lets it go.
Rockets trail by 21. Outside, Green. And yep, it's good. He's got 5.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Here's the Silva. Suggs outside. 1:07 left in the third quarter of the game. Şengün with a steal. Here's Thompson. De Silva with a rebound.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, better finish it.
And it's slammed in by Carter.
No margin for error that time. Big time slam from big man Carter Jr.
Pass to Şengün. All alone. Rebound by the Magic. Carter's got 6 rebounds in the game. In transition, the Magic on the run. Caldwell Pope's shot is off. Rockets trail by 21. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Green getting very aggressive on the perimeter and really good concentration as he focused on his shot.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. There's the three. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now. Brooks, the pass to Şengün. And that one's good.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
The three from Suggs. From beyond the arc and then some. Suggs has got 17.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's the Orlando Magic. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Orlando leading by 19. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Green out there with Dillon Brooks. Then there's Alperen Şengün. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Eason in at power forward. The three from Banchero. Connects from downtown.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Here's Thompson. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. For 3, Anthony. Offensive rebound. Pass to Black. That's tipped. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. Here's Eason. And the Rockets tack on 2 more.
Nice find by Thompson. Now, good to see him sharing the ball like this.
And there's the drive. Şengün with a steal. The Rockets another fast break opportunity here. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Pass to Black. Here's De Silva. Lots of room. Good on the jump shot. De Silva's got his first basket.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
On the wing, Thompson. Back to Green. Let's go with a three. It's hauled in by the Magic. Bitadze's got his 6th rebound on the night. The three from Banchero. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
And here's Thompson for 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Tries the spin move. Pass to De Silva. Fires the 3. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
To stop the run, and Brooks with a basket on the assist from Green. Brooks has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Bitadze. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Thompson. Oh! Power it home!
Oh, wow! And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
Black, no good. Rockets trail by 19. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that?
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Anthony. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Brooks. 3-pointer. Thompson outside. Driving to the basket. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Now that's how you rock the rim. Give them the 2 points and add a little style there as well.
Ridiculous.
I call that an executive summary statement.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Magic.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jalen Suggs.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight. A force on both ends.
Pass to Bitadze. Here's De Silva. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. And here's Houston. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Thompson, no good. Orlando with the ball. They lead by 14. The 3 from Banchero hits the trifecta.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Thompson, no good. Here's Black. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Shot clock at 6. Fires from way outside. So it's the Magic winning this one easily. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. It's kinda like the
looking for answers. teams have the luxury of a very deep bench.
No doubt, Kevin. A lot of talent on both rosters. What that means is the defenses need to be active and aware even when substitutions are made, because the next basket could come from absolutely any guy on the floor.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Gobert in at the center position. And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
With the fadeaway. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Gobert against Wagner.
Almost inescapable, that 7'9" wingspan. Send it back, big Rudy Gobert.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Mike Conley was drafted, Doris, back in 2007. And somehow, someway, he's gone his whole career without receiving a technical foul. Heck, you and I have received technical fouls over here, but not him on the floor.
Kevin, that is an impressive feat. And it's also probably why he's won the NBA Sportsmanship Award more than anyone else in the history of the league, and why we will never win it.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Pulls up from the corner. Orlando grabs the miss.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Suggs against Edwards. There's Wagner with the three. A three-pointer is right on target.
What a great score. Franz Wagner gets it off quickly. So little time to react.
Suggs against Edwards. Back to Randle. Jacks up a three. They get it again. And finished off by Gobert.
We always know this has been a strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much. And really deep three that time. Suggs has got 5 points so far.
Well, this is where you love the fast play by Jalen Suggs. Gets just a little bit of room, and the pull-up is pure.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Displaying some solid body strength and balance. Jalen Suggs to the cup.
Here's Edwards. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Caldwell Pope for 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game, about half his shot.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Here's Conley, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Now, Mike Conley is comfortable. It doesn't matter what area of the floor he's on. That time in the mid-range.
Here's Suggs. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Conley with the three. Carter pulls it in. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish. And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so it's Orlando holding on to an 8-point lead. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Well, also, guys, what a start from beyond the arc. A huge part of their game today. That's going to help their spacing.
They got Black. Wagner is out there with Isaac. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's De Silva in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Here's Wagner. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Wow, you can't let Wagner get established like that. If he does, scoring is easy.
Swiped away. Isaac against Randall. Isaac passes to Caldwell-Pope. Here's De Silva. Back to Caldwell-Pope. Takes it inside and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And Caldwell-Pope pretty effective in that pick and roll.
Timberwolves trail by 12. Edwards finds McDaniel. Out to the wing. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. DiVincenzo can't hit it. The Magic have got a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Black the pass to Isaac. Back to Black. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's McDaniels. Reed with it. Puts up a 3. De Silva with the rebound. And even 3-on-3 break. DiVincenzo against Wagner. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. Again, the Magic score.
Right now playing with a terrific rhythm. Jonathan Isaac, assertive guy who can burn you with the catch and shoot.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Isaac a screen. Black kicks to Isaac. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 14. And finished off by McDaniel.
We know Julius Randle can score, but that scoring ability will be set up by that kind of play. What a pretty pass from the big man.
Here's Black, still without a basket. Rule adjustments, Doris, regarding the rip-through move. Do you think those have been effective?
Kevin, I certainly think we've taken a step in the right direction. We have got to give the defense more of a chance at this point, and the idea that you don't get shots on the rip-through is important.
Edwards finds McDaniel. Back to Edwards. There's Anthony Edwards. DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Here's Reed. Off target from three-point range.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, we know Wagner's going to find a way to get his points. It doesn't matter if he's in the half court or in that instance in transition.
Here's McDaniels. Pass to Reed. Now here's DiVincenzo. Stolen by Caldwell-Pope. Wagner against Edwards. And it's Wagner missing. Timberwolves trail by 17. Edwards dishes to Randall. Now here's DiVincenzo. Defense is right there. Intercepted. And even 3-on-3 break. Isaac has the open look. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
And the wide open shot from Reed. Another miss by Minnesota. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 16-5 run. Back the pass to Isaac. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Well, you love to see Julius Randle attack the offensive glass, get to his second chance opportunities. That's really well done.
Wagner. Here's Black. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Edwards kicks to Randall. Here's McDaniels. DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Offline with his three. And so it's Orlando out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Jalen Suggs.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Rudy Gobert is out there with Miller. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Clark in at the three, the small forward. Here's Wagner following the three by Minnesota. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
The shot's good from Alexander-Walker.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
And it's Banchero missing. Timberwolves trail by 14. Pass to Alexander-Walker. From deep. It's hauled in by the Magic. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. He digs the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
As a defender, hard to keep up with KCP in transition. He has excellent get up and go.
Gobert, the pass to Alexander-Walker. Back to Gobert. Timberwolves passing it around. Pass to Miller. 6 on the shot clock. A three for DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by the Magic. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Suggs. On the three off target. And Clark has got the ball here for the Timberwolves. They trail by 16. And those advanced numbers, Doris, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics lover, but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, this summer we saw the NBA break up its draft into 2 days. The next idea, a bigger break between the draft and the start of free agency. The common thread is giving front offices more time to strategize around these highly consequential decision periods in the NBA calendar. Kevin?
Interesting, DA. Thank you.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Alexander-Walker. Nailed from three-point land. Alexander-Walker's got 12 now in this quarter. here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Boy, Suggs gets up off his feet in a hurry, finishes that drive with authority.
Here's Alexander Walker. Rebound by the Magic. Wagner on the wing, defended by Alexander Walker. Here's Carter. Yes, that goes in. Carter's got his second basket.
A 7'5" wingspan, an outstanding touch. Carter Jr. makes that look easy against the contest.
A three-pointer, no good. Orlando leading by 16. A three ball. Kept alive. Banchero outside. And finished off by Banchero.
Boy, the ability to get off your feet in that quick a fashion. Paolo Banchero, tough to deal with.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And a change for the Timberwolves. Conley's checked in. The wide open look here for Anthony. And he's good on the three ball. And the Magic lead by 21.
As comfortable as anybody from deep, you cannot leave Cole Anthony open.
Here's Alexander Walker, and it's Miller with the jam.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Black. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. The Magic shooting their first free throws of the game. And the Magic making a change here. Bitadze's checked in. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. Pass to Alexander Walker. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Alexander Walker's got 15 points here in the second half. Here's Bitadze. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Timberwolves trail by 18 for 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Isaac's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Shot's good by Anthony. Here's Alexander Walker. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Orlando Magic sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Cole Anthony, also Black out there, and it's De Silva in at the small forward. This is out there for Orlando. Stolen by Michael Conley. Here's Alexander Walker. Trains the three-pointer.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Black kicks to Anthony. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And it's Miller in the corner. Isaac with the steal. Cuts off the pass. Reid with it. Now Anthony defending. Miller with a wide open look. From outside, off the mark. Magic leading by 18. Here's De Silva, and it's off from three-point range. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Offensive rebound. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. And the Magic lead by 18.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Well, how about the effort on the glass? Even with this lead, I love that they're still going after it.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Orlando.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Pass to Bitadze. Isaac outside. Out left to the wing. From past the arc. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Reeves got 6 rebounds here tonight. Fires the 3. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Here's Black. Offensive rebound. Bitadze. Pass to De Silva. His 3-pointers off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 18. Alexander Walker with the ball. Now Anthony defending. Back to Alexander Walker. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Alexander Walker's got 9 points now in the quarter. Here's Black, covered by Conley. It's Anthony with the drive, and the basket is good.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Got a piece of it. Miller against Isaac. Here's De Silva. Good on the 3-point shot. And the Magic lead by 20.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Orlando.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. Can you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game?
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jalen Suggs.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
Sinks the triple.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten... hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Here's Orlando now. They're on an 11-3 run. Anthony. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Here's Black. Off target with his 3. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Reed from the arc. Orlando grabs the miss. Here's Black. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans and
know on paper. This looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at point guard.
Oh, Amen Thompson. Incredible verticality.
DiVincenzo finds Edwards. Now McDaniels. Back to Edwards. McDaniels, a screen on Brooks. Edwards can't hit.
The fall away, upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look.
Pass to Şengün. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
Yes, it's good. Şengün's got 5.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Yeah, never a bad idea to have Randle with the ball. Just a great passing forward.
And it's Green missing.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
Eason finds Green. Now Eason. Pass to Brooks. From the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
For 3, Randle. The Rockets pull it in. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Thompson, no good. Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. He shoots. McDaniels from long range. Gobert passes to McDaniels. Out left to the wing. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Edwards. And this game is tied up now. And it's Green with the ball for Houston. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Sinks the tray.
Yeah, and Green has tons of confidence in his three-point shot, and it was on display right there as he knocked it down.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Thompson passes to Eason. Shoots over Randle. They get the rebound. Out to the right wing. Here's Eason. Off the mark there with a 3. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. McDaniels can't hit. And it's Houston's ball.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
The Rockets lead by 3. Back comes Houston in transition. Brooks from outside. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 from deep. Pass to McDaniels. Edwards against Şengün. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Gobert's got 6.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
No coverage that time.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Out of bounds. It'll be Rockets ball.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
And Minnesota making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. The Rockets have got 6 of 14 in so far. Here's Green. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Alexander Walker nails it from beyond the arc. Here's Green. He's got 5. Pass to Thompson. From downtown, Alexander Walker grabs the board. DiVincenzo, pass to Alexander Walker. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
They've got Tari Eason, Green out there with Dylan Brooks. Then there's Amen Thompson, and it's Şengün in at the 5. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks.
When you have Randall on your team, he'll space out that floor.
Green, the pass to Brooks. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Alexander Walker. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Alexander Walker's got 5.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And Thompson gets it to go.
And that's just an all-around talent there. I mean, Green is dependable at finding his open teammates.
And stolen by Green. And he's going for the oop here. It's Eason with the jam.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Here's Alexander Walker. No good with the triple. Houston has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's Şengün. And that comes off the assist by Green. Give him 8 points now.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Randall with it. Checked by Brooks. Here's Alexander Walker. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Eason, good. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant. Seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
For Houston, they've got 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Green, the pass to Eason. Back to Green. Puts up a 3. Randall pulls down the board.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
There's 1:59 left in the second period. Pass to Şengün. Back to Green. Green in the lane.
And fighting his way through. Green not afraid in there with the big boys.
DiVincenzo with it. Here's Alexander Walker. No good on the 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And Nickeil Alexander-Walker has built a role around defense and activity, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, he's started to understand that not everyone can be that superstar scorer, and he's carved out a role around hustle, but still capable of knocking down shots within the flow of the offense.
And Houston will go for a different look here. Adams checked in for Şengün. Smith comes in for Thompson. Whitmore's checked in for Brooks. And Holiday subbed in for Green. Miller's checked in for the Timberwolves. Conley comes in for DiVincenzo. Nails it from three. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
Alexander-Walker, the pass to Reed. Lets it go from deep. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. That gives them the lead. Alexander-Walker's got 13.
Look, if you're open, Conley sees you. That was a great pass.
Pass to Adams. The teardrop, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Tate's checked in for Eason. Houston shooting their first free throw in this game. And the free throw, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Alexander-Walker, the pass to Clark. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Clark's got 5 points in the quarter.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
From deep. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Houston leading by just 2. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And get ready for the half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Nice game. Great performance by Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. They've got Rudy Gobert, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Edwards. Then it's Miller, and it's Clark in at the small forward position. And the basket by Holiday. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Edwards. Adams grabs the miss.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And here's Tate outside. It's blocked by Gobert. Second chance effort. Minnesota with a rebound. Outside, Alexander-Walker takes the 3. Smith with the rebound. Outside, Alexander-Walker. Pass to Edwards. Edwards, get up, Anthony Edwards.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Holiday passes to Adams. And Gobert with a block. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. McDaniels is checked in for Minnesota.
Number 3, Jaden McDaniels.
90 seconds into the second half now. And the foul on Jabari Smith. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. In for the Timberwolves, number 00, Terrence.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. And here's Edwards outside. Smith with the rebound. Houston Houston has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Pass to Holiday. Launches it. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Edwards for 3. Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
And look, Edwards has a lethal pull-up game. It's one of the things that makes him so difficult to guard.
Three-pointer, Holiday drills it from deep. Holiday's got 5 points in the quarter.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back-and-forth moments.
Wow, Rudy! Fancy!
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
And it's Adams missing. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Miller against Tate. Here's Edwards. He takes it in. Taking it right down the lane. Edwards.
Terrific play by Edwards. Moves like this are what makes him so much fun to watch.
Here's Whitmore outside. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Minnesota leading by 4. Pass to McDaniels. Miller outside.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Now here's Edwards. 12 points for him. Back to Miller. 4-3. It's hauled in by Houston. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Oh! Gobert hammers it home.
When Gobert is close like that, you know he's going to try and ram it through.
Holiday passes to Adams. Pulls it. Another shot. And he sinks the layup. Adams has gotten his second bucket.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Smith. Outside Tate. Gobert against Adams. 6 on the shot clock. Smith no good. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 4-point game. Miller can't get it to go. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Gobert on the high post. Miller, the pass to Gobert. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Houston. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The 3, Smith. He buries it from 3. Smith's got 6.
And Smith has such confidence rising up from deep. This is what's going to make him so dangerous here in the pros.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Gobert working inside.
Assist from Anthony.
There's 10 seconds left in the third. Inside. Here's Adams. It's blocked by Gobert. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. The T-Wolves on top. They're up by 3. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Minnesota leading by 3. Tari Eason is out there with Thompson. Then there's Alperon Şengün. Then it's Dylan Brooks. And it's Green in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Brooks from outside. They get it back. Out to Thompson. Here's Şengün. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day.
Oh, McDaniels. They get it back. Outside for Randall. Here's Gobert. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Eason pass to Thompson. to Eason. Launches a three. On target from range. And the Rockets lead by 4.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
And here's Thompson for 3. And Houston another 3. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Yeah, all throughout the game, the opposition hasn't been able to keep them off the glass, and they're paying for it, giving up second chance points.
DiVincenzo with the steal. Pass to Gobert. Good. Now 7 for 11 on the night.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Floats one. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. And stolen by Green. Brooks outside. Pass to Şengün. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Fires the 3. And it's Green missing. Timberwolves trail by 5. And stolen by Green. And there's Şengün on the assist from Eason. Eason's got his 5th assist in this one.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The Rockets on offense. They're on a 15-5 run. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Şengün, the screen. Brooks from outside. McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got his 6th rebound on the night. Thompson, no good. Timberwolves trail by 7. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Out of bounds. It'll be Rockets ball. Reed's checked in for Gobert. We've got 1:23 left to play in the 4th. Here's Şengün. They grab their own miss. And the foul called on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul. And Minnesota making a change here. Edwards is checked in.
Into the lineup for the Timberwolves, number 5.
Brooks left side. Out to Thompson. And stolen by Edwards.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts.
They're an underrated passer. Randall has a nice feel for the game and is willing to keep his teammates involved. Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Three-pointer. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Here's Alexander Walker. Rebounded by Green. Here's Thompson. There's the triple. Thompson with another miss.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
There's 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Thompson with another miss. Edwards for 3. Alexander Walker, the pass to Edwards. From behind the arc. Oh, the trifecta! Oh, Thompson from deep three-point land. And so it's the Rockets who come out on top here. What a performance they have here at home today.
but eventually I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mirror, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back. Let me still let him run, let him eat stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let
in the trenches, each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school, should be a physical contest.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the 1 spot.
And you have to like how active Brooks is on the floor, working hard to be where his team needs him on that break. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now, here's Suggs.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Smith the pass to Thompson. Here's the 3. Good on the triple.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
And that one is good from Suggs.
Confident shot by Suggs. He just goes right up and lets it fly.
Here's Thompson. And it's Suggs with the rebound.
Normally he drains that.
RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Now, here's Thompson. Again, the miss by Thompson. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter basketball. Suggs, they get it back. Banchero kicks to Suggs. From outside the arc, Şengün with the rebound. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Green finds Brooks. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. The 3 and the rejection by Smith.
A relentless defender. Smith proving how disruptive he can be on that end.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And that one is good from Suggs.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, it feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
Oh, David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, DA, thanks. And here is Şengün. After Jalen Suggs made that last three-pointer.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Alperen Şengün continues to prove himself, RJ, as one of the game's most promising big men.
Oh, a lot of it is because of his passing ability, Kevin. Shades of Nikola Jokic out there. Having a big man who can distribute like Şengün is a real luxury.
And that one is good from Suggs. Suggs has got 18 points.
Oh, bigger than your average guard. Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
It's tipped. Suggs against Brooks. Smith with the basket on the assist by Brooks.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
Here's Suggs. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Thompson. Carter pulls it in. Magic leading by 7. Puts up a deep 3. It doesn't go for him.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Faulkner, the assist.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the first. It's Thompson off the drive, and Thompson throws it down.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal from that pass.
Here's Black. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Over Thompson. Black. Isaac. And that one released in time, but no good. Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for the Orlando. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Magic.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I like the fact also that they are the ones that have forced the action. They've created a lot of offense by just attacking the rim.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Black is out there with Caldwell Pope. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Bitadze in at the center. Black, no good. Rockets trail by 5. Smith kicks to Thompson. A three-pointer off the mark. Orlando's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. There's Bitadze. No good on the 3. The Rockets shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's De Silva. Shakes him. And that one, good. De Silva's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, the keep it simple method. Good decision to use the bounce pass just to get it there.
Şengün finds Smith. Thompson right side. Inside. Shoots the 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Pass to Black. Here's Bitadze. Basket counts. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Orlando leading by 4. And now Orlando on the break. A nice shot by Black.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
And those might be the easiest points of the month for him.
Now here's Green. Bangs on the trifecta. Green's got 7 points in the game.
For Jalen Green to be an all-star level guy, he's got to knock down those threes.
The offensive rebound. There's Bitadze. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Lets it go with a 3. It's good from long range. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Green taking his time here. Shoots, and it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Şengün. Jay Shante comes in for Thompson. Whitmore, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Green.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Şengün's checked in for Jabari Smith. Wagner passes to Anthony. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Rockets trail by 9. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
Now, Whitmore, after Jalen Suggs missed from long range. And that one's good, Whitmore.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
Green with the ball. Picked up by Suggs. Launches it. Tate, no good. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Wagner wide open. They get it back. Fires the 3. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Here's Tate. No good on the triple. Magic leading by 6. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Buries it from 3-point range.
And really good habits paying off for Suggs. He's finding shots and drumming up points for his squad.
Van Vliet passes to Şengün. Suggs with the steal. Lays it up off the glass. And now an 11-point Orlando lead.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And that does it for the first half of play. Magic out in front. They're up by 11. And now all right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from Jalen Suggs.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Tari Eason is out there with Steven Adams. Then it's Cam Whitmore. Then it's Fred Van Vliet. And it's Tate in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Suggs misses the 3. Gets trailed by 9. Here's Adams. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. It's stolen by Banchero. Pass to Suggs. And it's Anthony, top of the key. It's good. Anthony's got 5 points so far. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Houston. They trail by 9 points. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Eason's shot is good.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
And the shot goes in. He's got 6.
And they're behind right now, but you can't pin the blame on this guy. No, he's got to get some more help from somebody on his team. Help him. Help that man.
Anthony finds Banchero. Over Eason. And it's Banchero missing.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And a wide open look for Whitmore. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Greg, what's the key thing Fred VanVleet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
Substitution.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. It's trailed by 7. Pass to Tate. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Black. Tate covering. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. The Magic again can't hit. Rockets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. No one covered.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Here's Black. He's covered by Eason. They grab their own miss. Here's De Silva. Drills the three-pointer. De Silva's got 5 points so far.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
Here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man. When Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Black, no good. Houston's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Caldwell Pope dishes to Black. Back to Caldwell Pope. Out to Carter. Tries a 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Carter's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
VanVleet can't get it to go. Magic leading by 8. Launches a 3. De Silva, no good. VanVleet outside. Here's Eason. Back to Adams. Eason against Isaac. Fires from deep. And that one's good. Whitmore's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Isaac kicks to Black, takes a 3, gets the three-pointer to fall. He has 5.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Beyond the arc, Isaac with the steal. Goes up, throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. And VanVleet picks one up.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
And so it's the Orlando Magic. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so in the game for the Magic, they've got Black. He's out there with Contavious, Caldwell Pope, and it's Banchero in at the power forward. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
And a clever defender. I like seeing Brooks be that pest on this end and just disrupt it.
No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Thompson. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And the other thing that stands out is just how well they have moved the ball. Everyone's touching it and having a chance to create.
And Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Here's Black. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Another miss by Caldwell Pope. Pass to Şengün. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Black. Hits it from 3-point range. Black's got 9 points now in just the second half.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Banchero outside. Puts up a deep 3. Green with the rebound. Gets trailed by 15. Smith for 3. It's not going to go for him. Caldwell Pope for 3. The long distance 3 is barreled.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Kicks it out to Banchero. No good from outside.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
Buries the long-range jumper.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
A nice shot by Black.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
And so Brooks will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. 17-point game. There's Green with the 3. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the paint. Here's De Silva.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Poke loose, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Third minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Green finds Şengün. Fires for 3. Not going to go that time. Orlando leading by 16. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Offensive rebound. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Suggs has got 27 points.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
The Rockets with another miss. Magic shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Magic.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jalen Suggs.
3 points.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Brooks scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. The Magic shooting 57% in this 4th quarter. Puts up a deep 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Smith outside for the 3. Drills it from outside.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Suggs against Brooks. Suggs kicks to Wagner. That one good for 2. And the Magic lead by 21.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Oh, road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And
Having a lengthy bench, so important in the NBA.
It really is. I mean, there's always the risk of guys getting hurt throughout the season. So the teams know the value of having a very deep rotation, and they make the most of their bench, which is smart.
A look at Orlando's opening lineup. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Suggs in at the point. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
The endless reach of Gobert. Those long arms sometimes seems like he's everywhere. An overwhelming presence on the offensive glass. Boy, I like how quickly he threw the bounce pass there. Hard to defend against that.
Here's Conley. The Magic making their last shot. Here's Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Randall finds Edwards. Shot clock at 5. The kick out to Conley. The 3. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Suggs. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Banchero surveys. Back to Caldwell Pope. Banchero outside. Over Randall. Banchero no good.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Clark of Minnesota being a major player in the West now. Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for. On the front foot, attacking the defense, this is Anthony Edwards at his best.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now here's Suggs. He's got 5. Second shot opportunity. Uses the glass on the layup. Suggs has got 7.
A physical guard Suggs loves working inside. He doesn't back away from the paint at all.
And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist by Edwards.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
It's Suggs with a drive. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Minnesota has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Here's the 3. And Edwards good for 3. Give him 8 points now.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Carter from outside. Doesn't go that time. Minnesota leading by 3. Here's Gobert on the take. Oh, he lost the grip and he missed the dunk. Wagner left side. The 3 ball. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Hunting for that shot. Wagner wants to eat.
And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Edwards finds Randall. And Edwards. Oh, that was something else, man. Wow.
Show us some power.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's scoreless. The 3 is up. And another 3 for Orlando.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 from deep. Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
Well, think about this, B.A. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young. And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Here's Gobert. Second chance shot, and he takes it up and lays it in. Gobert's got 6.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
Ooh, costly foul there. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws.
For a young player, Banchero has tremendous footwork in the post. He stays in balance and puts defenders in awkward spots.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Conley. All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, BA. And that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself. Rise and fire. DiVincenzo does not lack confidence going right up with the shot.
Caldwell Pope's shot is off. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
De Silva. And the layup is good off the glass.
If the defender is giving them that much space, the points are inevitable.
Here's Alexander Walker. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. He made a big... And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
They're also doing a really good job on the offensive boards, bagging their own groceries, doing whatever it takes to get those second chance points.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. They've got Jonathan Isaac. He's out there with Goga Bitadze, and it's Black in at the point guard.
Yeah, cashing in close, Caldwell Pope. Showing you there, he's more than just a jump shooter.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Orlando making their last shot. Isaac outside. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Black. Back to Caldwell Pope. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer off the mark.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Outside Edwards. Beyond the arc. Oh, rejected by Isaac.
And the suffocating reach of Isaac is tough to overcome and outshoot. Excels at getting up and denying shots.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Here's Black. Still without a bucket. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
And the Magic with possession. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Hits the three-pointer. And now it's a 7-point Orlando lead.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Outside, Alexander Walker. And the Magic pushing it up now. Isaac with it. Now Alexander Walker defending. Here's Caldwell Pope. Pass to Black. Here's Bitadze. For 3, Caldwell Pope. And another 3 for Orlando.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, I agree with you. Big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
Here's Alexander Walker, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Alexander Walker's got himself on the board with a 3 there. Here's Bitadze, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. The 3. Edwards pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 9. And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
Yeah, I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
Here's De Silva. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Black. Orlando again missing.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
For three, Randall. Orlando with the rebound. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. De Silva with the bucket. De Silva's got 5 points.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
Offensive board, Alexander Walker. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Batadze. Lays it up and banks it in. Batadze's got his second basket of the game.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And so it's Orlando, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. Back after this. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And that's not a job they asked him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
They've got Rudy Gobert. Miller is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Clark in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. The 3 from Suggs. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Fast break, Minnesota. For 3, Alexander Walker with the bucket. He has 6.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Suggs. He's got 7.
What I love about DiVincenzo defensively is his competitive spirit. This guy loves to battle and compete.
And Miller the bucket on the assist by DiVincenzo. Miller's gotten his first points in this one.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Conley's checked in for Minnesota. Back to Conley. Miller on the wing. Clark in the post. He's guarded by Anthony. Clark, no good. Magic leading by 12. The 3 from Suggs. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. NBA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Clark. Still no points. It's tipped. Wagner with a steal. The ball's knocked loose. And Caro with it. He's picked up by Conley. And Caro no good. Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's Alexander Walker. Anthony grabs the board. Orlando's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Wagner, the pass to Wagner. Back to Wagner. There's the drive. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Magic leading by 12. Anthony, left side. Tries to break his ice. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Orlando shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
And what I like about Suggs is that he does many things well, and that's because he plays with so much confidence. Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
The drive by Miller. Tries again. Outside, Alexander Walker. Knocks down the triple. Alexander Walker's got 9 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him at all times, or he will bury you.
Suggs surveys the D. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
Boy, that's just the toughness basket by Suggs right there. Remember now, this young man was an all-state football player in high school.
Here's Gobert. Miller outside from downtown. The offensive rebound. The 3-ball. Sends it home from 3-point land. He's got 7.
Gobert can look over the top of just about any defense right there. Delivers a nice pass.
Yep, count it.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Magic leading by 13. The 3 from Suggs. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
Suggs handling his business so far in this one. Really putting the work in on the offensive end.
And that one good.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Suggs. Ooh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
Miller, the pass to Conley. Miller outside. Stuffs it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
Exercising his authority.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Magic leading by 14. On the court for Orlando, Isaac in at the 4 with Carter Jr. playing the 5. Then there's Contavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's De Silva in at the 3. And here's Edwards outside. Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
Edwards loves those long-range bombs. He's a confident shooter.
To the wing, right side. Here's De Silva. McDaniels covering. Pass to Carter. Now here's Caldwell-Pope. Clock at 6. Reed with the rebound.
Uh-oh. Changed his mind on the way up and tricked himself.
And so Randall will bring it up for the T-Wolves. 11-point game. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Here's Edwards. Edwards with a step. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch it, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching.
And it's Randall with the jam.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
Here's Black. DiVincenzo covering. Caldwell Pope's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 9. Pass to DiVincenzo. Edwards for 3. The shot, no good. The Magic have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the 4th. Here's Black to the paint. Carter nails the baby hook.
This is where Carter Jr. is most comfortable, in my opinion. Feels like he can score at will from there.
And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Randall. Randall's got 3 assists now in this one. And Isaac, here we go. Pass to Carter. He puts up a 3. Minnesota with a rebound. DiVincenzo's got 4 rebounds in the game. It's Edwards on the wing. Here he goes. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man.
And they're on a big run to make this game interesting. Can't let them down.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it. I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Isaac. Isaac's got 7 rebounds in the game. For 3, Caldwell Pope. And they get it back. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And they're running. Poke loose. The kick out to Edwards. Carter with it. Randall's in his pocket. Here's Caldwell Pope. Here's De Silva. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Knocks it down from distance. And the Magic lead by 12. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
You know, something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. McDaniels, that's good. McDaniels got 5 points now in the quarter.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
Here's Edwards.
Seems like Edwards never stops competing and believing right until the final buzzer.
Here's Black. DiVincenzo covering. Outside, Caldwell Pope. The 3 is up. They get it back. Here's Isaac, and Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Suggs. Takes the 3. He drops it from range.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Here's Black. The kick out to Banchero. Pass to Wagner from outside the arc. Sinks it from distance.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come.
eventually. I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Here's the starting group for Houston. They've got Jalen Green. Thompson is out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Brooks in at the 2. Now here's Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Back to Brooks. This one for 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Şengün with a wide open look. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Oh, selfless play right there from Green. He's all about getting it to the open man.
It's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Edwards. A beautiful reverse layup. Edwards got his second bucket.
Well, Anthony Edwards with that frame on the interior, such a tough check.
Green drives in. Brooks, that's a 2-pointer, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Here's Conley, and there's another one for the Timberwolves.
This guy has got such a smooth handle that the pull-up game is always in play.
And here's Green outside, sinks the 3-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Randall no good.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Şengün passes to Thompson. Houston moving the ball around. Randall with the ball. Now defended by Şengün. Edwards drives in. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards got 8 points.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Timberwolves trail. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Has to Gobert. Tries it from the top of the key, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 14 points for him.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Edwards with another miss.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Thompson with the bucket.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 14. Gobert. And that one is good.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Green, no luck. Timberwolves have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Houston in the lead. Deflects the pass. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Connects from three-point range. Edwards got 17 now.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
Green fires from way outside. Another miss by Houston. DiVincenzo finds Randall. That shot, no good. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Timberwolves lead by 2. And we'll get it going after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
So on the floor for Houston, we've got him and Thompson. Jalen Green is out there with Brooks. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Şengün in at the center position.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. The 3. The Rockets pull it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Eason gets a wide open look. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And now Brooks running the floor all by himself.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Here's DiVincenzo. And he uses the glass on the layup. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. There's Green with the 3. He's off on that one.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
That bucket in no time at all. Edwards got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
Eason with a screen for Thompson. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
And Randall throws it down.
Well, if the basket is within reach, Julius Randle understands how to finish.
There's Green with the 3. And rebounded by McDaniel.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Edwards passes to DiVincenzo. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Eason. From downtown. And the 3-ball is good. Eason's got 6. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Houston's gone an even 50% from 3-point range in the second quarter. 4 for 8. It's stolen by Gobert. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Outside for Randall. McDaniels dishes to Randall. Pass to Edwards. 5 to shoot. There's the 3. Edwards with another miss.
Yeah, and that 3-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Eason against Randall. Eason passes to Thompson. Three-pointer. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Absolute power from Rudy Gobert. Terrific, out-muscling the defense.
Minnesota making some changes. Miller's checked in for Randall. Clark comes in for McDaniels. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
And the layup's good off the glass. Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Gobert's comfort zone, right? High percentage shots, easy money for Rudy.
And here's Green outside. A shot missing. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
And Green puts up a deep three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo passes to Alexander Walker. Hits the three-point bomb.
You just don't realize how difficult it is to hit a shot that deep. And that was sweet.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves ahead, ending the second quarter on a 15-6 run. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Reed. Then it's Miller, and it's Clark in at the 3 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Alexander Walker. Rebound by Smith. Rockets trail by 5. Here's Adams. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
To the inside. Back to Alexander Walker. Traps in the tray. And now an 8-point Minnesota lead.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
It's good.
There is a persistence about Steven Adams. Quality defense will not deter this guy if he wants to score. Nice finish.
Reed misses. Rockets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to Whitmore. The kick out to Holiday. No good with the triple. Minnesota leading by 6. Here's Alexander Walker. And a miss there on the triple. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the game. Mike Conley's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Rockets trail by 5. There's the triple. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
A wrecking ball out there. Whitmore plays with power on the glass.
Back to Conley. Alexander Walker on the wing. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. And Adams kicks to Holiday. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Holiday's got 4 points in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
No good from Clark. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Smith finds Holiday. Back to Smith for the tie. Conley grabs the miss. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. 3-point lead. Pass to Alexander Walker. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Man, this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Here's Reed. And Reed throws it down.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Adams, the pass to Tate. Off target from outside. Timberwolves leading by 6. Miller outside. And stolen by Whitmore. Back to Holiday. Takes the 3. Hands it from downtown. Holiday's got 7 points.
And Smith already understands you have to be unselfish if you're going to gain the respect of your teammates and coaches.
Here's Alexander Walker. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going. Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Conley, the pass to Alexander Walker. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Tate, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Rockets trail by 3. Smith kicks to Adams. And it's good, 2 points. 6 points for Steven Adams.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Craig, a high riser, no doubt about it. And for Houston, they're shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Reed. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Minnesota making some changes. Here's Holiday. He's got 7. Smith outside. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Timberwolves ahead, up by 3. From Target Center, back in a moment. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Minnesota leading by 3. So on the floor for Houston. The front court is Tate and Smith. Then it's Cam Whitmore. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Holiday in at the point. You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
Gobert down low. He's against Green. And the basket by Gobert. And the Timberwolves lead by 6. Green passes to Brooks. Thompson outside. A fadeaway. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight. The trade. Eason grabs the board. Eason's got his 4th rebound in this one. Thompson, and he converts the layup.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
And Gobert kicks to McDaniel. Back to Gobert. Outside Edwards. That three off the mark.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
Timberwolves leading by 4. McDaniels passes to Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Sinks the three-pointer.
And Brooks needs to keep taking and making those jumpers. It's only going to help his confidence.
Randall no good. The Rockets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Thompson with the bucket. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the shot.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
That is right in Gobert's window. Make it easy.
And here's Green outside. He doesn't hit that one. Minnesota's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Edwards cashing in from outside.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives for the big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Brooks misses.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Back to Randall. Lets it go with the three. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
From deep, Green. A three-pointer is right on target.
No fear in the eyes of Green. Willing and ready to take the big shot for his team.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. Nuggets trail by 3. Green, the pass to Brooks. Three-pointer. They get the rebound. Green kicks to Brooks. Fires from deep. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert has got 11 rebounds in the game. Green with the rebound. And for Houston, they're shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. And that one drops.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Tries to keep it alive. Left side, Edwards. Randall kicks to McDaniels. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. McDaniels got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And what you take, guys, in the hustle space for Minnesota.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively. And
another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And Thompson throws it down.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
And he drives in. Edwards finds McDaniel. They get the rebound. Gobert. Almost, but it rolls out. They've been trailing for a few minutes.
But that could change right here.
And the foul on Torrey Eason. That's foul number 2 for him.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And they go to the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
From outside the arc, Şengün no good. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.